So here's Deion Sanders talking to Pac-Man.
Raiders slide up to get the number 1 pick.
Do they have to slide?
Well, they at number 2 right now.
Okay, who's one right now?
I think Giants are number 1. Giants, right?
Giants are not going to give up that pick. They're not going to give up that pick. The Giants are not giving up that pick.
Giants pick number 1.
I know that
number 1 pick.
Shedeur is going to be the number 1 pick.
If the Giants are the number 1 pick, who's the number 1 pick, Pop?
Shedeur is going to be the number 1 pick.
All right, so Raiders go number 2. Who's the number 2 pick?
See, that's when the game starts to play. That's when you start playing the game. That's when the Raiders could go with Cam. Okay. Or it could be some junk in the game and the Raiders could take Trav.
I can see that happen. All right,
or they could slide back.
First off, is Pac-Man Jones wearing 2 watches?
This one's for the money, and this one's for the honey.
It's like, is one on like East Coast Standard Time, one's on Pacific Standard Time, so or just a fashion statement. I'm gonna start wearing 4 watches just so I look twice as rich as Pac-Man Jones. Anyway, so there's all this talk, right? I've been trying to shoot it down to anybody who will hear me. Deion Sanders does not have the power to move Shedeur wherever he wants. It's just like look. I don't blame him for like acting like he does, right? Like, why not act like you have powers beyond man and they're able to like shift draft classes and break the rules of NFL drafting and send your guy to where like it's happened like what, twice in the last 50 years? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can do that. Okay. I don't blame him for trying to do it, but it's our job to pinpoint the bullshit. Our bullshit-o-meter is there. And it seems like, at least in this conversation, again, Pat-Man keeps interrupting and like asks questions weird. But Deion Sanders did not sound like a guy who's trying to keep the farce up that he's going to move things around. He's like, hey, Shedeur's going number 1. There you go.
It's going to be very interesting because, look, the way that Deion says things may not always come across as like scholarly, right? Because he's very he's casual when he talks. But when I would listen to him on like the when he was with NFL Network, right, and he was doing like a lot of the combine stuff, and he was asked, hey, how many teams out there need a corner? Everyone needs a corner. And you're thinking to yourself, yeah, every single season you need to upgrade at corner. Every single year you need to get better at corner because it's a throwing league and you can't have too many good corners, right? So the things he says are exactly right. He feels in his heart that Shedeur's going number 1. Who's going number 2? Well, that's when, like what I said, the trades get involved and who values, Abdul Carter way more than anyone else in the draft. Can I jump up and get that guy? Right. Mm-hmm. And we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out, but it's going to be very interesting if we don't get the number 1 pick, who we go for.
Hey, you made it to the end of our video. Great job. I know you want more. Go ahead and click the next video. And if you're feeling crazy, go ahead and subscribe.